for us all. A land where there's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. Though we are many people, different tribes, different tongues, we're united in our strength and resolve to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. And for generations to come. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, you are listening to Lagoon Radio. Good morning and welcome to the program State of the Nation on Lagoon Radio. It's 4 minutes gone past the hour of 10. Today, the 30th day of September 2021. Of course, is the last day in September 2021. And we are most grateful. And we are live on Lagoon Radio, transmitting from the Diocesan Palace right here in Marina, Lagos. And we are also live on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, and on Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. You can download the app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. You can also follow us on our social media platforms. Yes, I just mentioned Facebook Live and also Instagram. You can also listen to us directly via the link www.LagoonRadio.Ng, and on YouTube, yes, LagoonTV. We are there. You can always search for us there and you will see us live. Yes, it's no longer news that tomorrow Nigeria will be clocking 61 years. Yes. 61 years of existence as a country. By the way, my name is Anosike Chimeze, and this morning I have my colleagues in the studio that will be doing all this together. Yes, sitting right in front of me is Kayode Ezekiel. Ezekiel, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. You're welcome.
Okay, and also I have Bera Obadinobi. Bera, good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Yes, if you're listening to us, I want you to draw closer to your gadget because it will be an intense discussion. Now, looking at Nigeria at 61, let me start with Bera. Some people that were born 61 years ago, at 61, someone should be fulfilled by all standard, judging by human standard. And looking at Nigeria at 61, how would you rate Nigeria as an entity at 61?
Very poor. In fact, below, far below poor safe. I wanted to say below average, but I don't even think we are up to that, because with everything that has happened from right from independence till now, there's no there's there's nothing that is actually worth it, because with the state of this country now, poverty, the high rate of poverty, insecurity, we are fighting diseases, the economy is unstable, bloodshed everywhere, kidnapping, corruption, the whole brutality, everything, the whole events that just take place anytime you wake up in the morning, you're hearing bad news. It's just too bad. At now, I rate Nigeria poor, very, very, very poor. Our economy is poor.
Okay, let me come to Isika. Let me see if I can get a glimpse of hope from you. Looking at Nigeria 61, how would you rate Nigeria at 61?
Yeah, to the glory of God, Nigeria is doing well in our own capacity. Yes,
Okay.
in our own. I think it's about computer. It is garbage in, garbage out. You basically you can't plant tomato and reap onions.
Okay.
You know that may be unrealizable in my own dictionary. Yes, this is what we are doing, and we are getting the results. So I don't expect anything otherwise. This is Nigeria, and she's doing well in her own capacity.
Okay, let me take you from, let's take it from what the governor of Rivers State said. Barrister Nyesom Wike, he said at 61, we have no cause to celebrate.
No. I think we have not a cause. We have causes to celebrate.
Okay.
You know, sometimes when you're alive, you wouldn't know whether your existence is profitable to humanity. But the fact that you are just alive, you know, it's worth celebrating. And I think Wike, you know, that's his opinion. But whichever way, to be sincere, things are not working. So if we should consider that, we would say we have no reason to celebrate. But considering people are alive, at least to witness the day, merely it's worth celebrated. And mind you, I don't think Wike is, of course, is one of the voices we have in politics, at least the voices we have left that haven't been bought. You know, that's how it happens on daily basis. I don't want to consider Fani Kayode, but he did. They bought him, and I think everything is well with him. Whichever way, posterity will judge. So, Wike is a politician. So I don't take politicians the way they talk. I don't really consider what they say to be the real thing they are saying. You know, this is Nigeria. When Wike tells you everything is all right, Port Harcourt is safe, the environment is well, like everything is on board for the betterment of the people. Not quite long, we saw what erosion did there. That's as a result of poor drainage system. Of course, it's happening in his state. So, but if you ask him, he will tell you everything is well, all is well. Like he's really trying his own capacity. Fine, of course he does. And mind you, is everything well? That's a politician. So when something is coming from a politician, you are at your own risk to have believed them. So that's Wike for you.
Okay.
And mind you, don't be surprised tomorrow when Wike joins them. Yeah, the way FFK did. I will say.
Okay, let me come to Vera. Vera, you rated Nigeria so poor. Okay, can you mentioned the economy, but let's not go to the economy yet. Let me take it from the other side. Nigeria, looking at Nigeria, so I was having an interaction with someone. He said that Nigeria, we are too religious, but we are not godly. That this is one of the problems of Nigeria. And population-wise, that we are too many. Now, looking at the way and manner we operate, do you think that something better can still come out of Nigeria? Because you rated us so poor. In fact, you've written Nigeria off.
Yeah, something better can still come out from Nigeria. At least they say two heads are better than one.
Okay.
So with the population we have, if we have people that are ready to stand up and then do the right thing and work for the common good, that are ready to make a change, something good can still come out from Nigeria, because we have everything. We are blessed natural resources. Brains, we have them. We are so brilliant, as in even when we go move out of Nigeria and go to the other part of the world, and we begin to show our capacities, abilities. People say Nigerians, they are intelligent. They are well skilled, and they are qualified in most areas.
Okay.
So we have the ability, as long as we have people that are ready to make a change for the common good.
And talking about making a change, over time, we've seen a lot of people who have done well in the various walks of life. We
Yeah,
cannot
excellence.
mention but a few, Okonjo Iweala,
Yeah.
and the rest of them. Now, looking at, let's start from the economy, where you talked about. Today, dollar is 570 something naira. And looking at the economy, currently, over the last 61 years, not just particular to this administration, over the last administrations
Sure.
from the 60
60.
to 61 years. So, how would you say we have fared?
You know, the economy during the after we left the colonial period, colonization, the economy moved into, that's the military people, they took over before the civilians. During the economy during this military regime was tough, because we are using hard hand now, so it was tough. It was not like, but civilian regime was actually meant to bring freedom, but has it actually brought freedom? Because we are still operating under the constitutions that were made during the military regime.
Okay.
So now to change it, because most of the laws in the constitution are in favor of the government, and they are finding it hard now to change it, because if they change it, they are giving the people more power over them. So till the constitution is changed, the economy can't grow, because it is in favor of the government, and the government will keep controlling the economy. So till the constitution is changed, the economy cannot grow.
Okay. Okay. Ezekiel, some people have said that this is a forced marriage, and for the 61 years, the marriage has been troublesome and the rest of them. Are you one of those saying that it is time to divide this country?
No, I don't think it makes sense dividing this country. No. I think I could listen to a sheikh from the northern part of the country. I saw his video not quite long, some weeks ago. He was so annoyed. I could perceive from his mood, through his tone, the annoyance. He was even ready to die, like, you know how politicians do, how they maroon your opinion and try to like subdue your existence, even if care is not taken. So the way they did to Igbo and Nnamdi Kanu. And mind you, why it doesn't make sense dividing, because if we should divide now, there's no way we would have a thorough, a basic or a just, let me say, a just division of the resources we have. But it is not a bad idea if you can restructure. You know, well, if the president would tell you, he would want to know the definition of the so-called restructuring. This is my own definition. The definition is, let's go back to the way we have the government before, the way we had it, geographical zones wise. You know, what is the issue with the VAT? The issue is this. You have oil wells in Rivers State and some other states in the east. Here, those places, they are in a very bad condition. And mind you, it's like they are just using Paul's resources to take care of Silas. You know, people will not be happy with that. Let everybody develop his or her region. You know, when you know nothing is coming in, definitely you will find a way. Chime said, do you know today, if the states should be in charge of their VAT, some states will no longer pay their workers. I tell you. And what? Because they have nothing to cater for them. They only depend on going to Abuja. And for how long do you think we would do that? What if something happens there? And mind you, as at today, if you see the rate at which erosion is affecting those people in Abuja, you would never think it is the federal, it is the FCT of the country. Yes, it will not come to you because it will be as if you are in another world. And mind you, if we should just have, everybody should be in their zones. Take care of your zones. Make sure you are generating, even your own capacity. Generate. Okay, somebody, Akeredolu is clamoring for a seaport in Ondo State. It is not a bad idea. Why do you have to bombard Lagos State with all these truck wala? Let there be ports around. In that area, people will generate money definitely. So no burden will be on a particular place. Okay, in Lagos now we have everything there. Fine. Why? What is wrong with our brains in the country? For how long do you think we will be foolish? Let everybody manage their zones. Develop it. You will have your money there. You will have your resources there. Generate income. See, go to Osun. If federal government should pay should release what do they release on monthly basis like this? Allocation. The government will never pay their salaries. Because I don't want to say it's my state, but they have nothing generating there. They only depend on what? The federal government. And for how long? So it doesn't make sense splitting up. But it makes sense when we develop our regions. Let everybody develop their geographical zones. Of course, we have the resources.
Okay, you're still listening to State of the Nation, our political program on Lagoon Radio. Remember, we are still discussing Nigeria at 61. Yes, we'll go on this short break. When we come back, we will look at what has affected the unity of Nigeria from 1966, the Q, and the rest of them. We will come back after this break. Keep listening to us.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
For us all, a land where there's hope for us all. We will defend our land. We believe in this nation. to uphold the honor of our land and for generations to come. And for generations to come. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll defend our land. We believe in Nigeria and the promise she holds, and that one day we'll shine like the sun. We're a great nation. See, we only have, we'll defend our land. We believe in
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, we believe in this nation, and we hope we'll get there someday. That's the lyrics of that song from Timi Dakolo.
My
Yes.
grandpa said that too.
Okay, your
My
grandpa
grandpa
said that
said
he
that.
believes in
and
this
now
nation.
he's dead.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We are talking about Nigeria at 61. You just heard the voice of Ezekiel Kayode and also Bera laughing at the background. They are the ones who've been discussing this. And if you're just joining us, that's what we are discussing. We are live on Facebook, Lagoon Radio Nigeria, and on Instagram, Lagoonradio.Ng. And you can listen to us directly via the link, www.lagoonradio.ng. Yes, I don't know. Today is the last day of September, and tomorrow, yes, will be officially the 61 years of Nigeria's existence. Now, a lot has really happened over these 61 years. And a lot of people have said that, like the governor of Rivers State, he said that we have no cause to celebrate anything. And like Ezekiel said, he said his grandpa said, because Timi Dakolo said, we believe in this nation. And me too, I believe in this nation, if only we can get it right. Ezekiel said his grandpa said it. Now, Ezekiel, do you not believe, are you not part of one of those that believe in this nation?
Why not? When my grandpa believed, I bear the name of my grandpa. Yes.
Okay.
So I think I still carry the cross. Well,
Okay, looking at Nigeria for the last 61 years, yes, no nation exists without its challenges. Even America, Britain as a nation, just 2 days back, we saw Britain struggling with queues and filling stations for fuel. And yes, it's part of the challenge, but they are rescuing it. Nigeria, we are faced with a lot of challenges. Let's start from 1966, the first military coup that happened, which affected, before, Ezekiel, you were saying something of going back to regional government. Before then, we were practicing parliamentary system of government before the military intervention, and we came back to the presidential system. Now, comparing a country like Nigeria, and you mentioned something like regional government, do you believe that parliamentary system of government would have been better for us?
of course, I've been saying it. If no geographical zone in the country is without 1 or 2 mineral resources, that's the fact. Even as I've said, I mentioned Osun State the other time. Also, go to Ilesha. We have hills there. There are mining gold there. It goes to some people's pocket, and I don't think it goes to the government. That's the resources. We have the places that attract tourists, of course, tourism. We have places there. If we take care of those places, of course, they will generate something. You can imagine a celebrity in Lagos State saying he has been dreaming of going to an Injesha waterfall. Even up till now, he hasn't achieved that dream. An Injesha waterfall is where? In Osun State. Of course, it's a very good place to enjoy your life after a whole lot of wahala. And mind you, why are we not developing all those places? I was able to serve in Bayelsa State. Bayelsa State is full of resources. I don't even want to just go to the riverside. Just go to Akasa Kingdom. Just go to the seaside. You will see different things that people are buying with things that are expensive, wasting away there. Why are those things wasting away? You see cowries. You see all those natural things that are expensive in some other places. They are wasting away there. Why are they wasting? They are like untapped. Why are we not developing all those places? Why do we focus on oil and Abuja? It doesn't make sense, my brother. And mind you, whether I believe in Nigeria or not, whether we restructure or not, someday, I know a generation will stand from this herb that will say no. That one is very sure. Somebody asked me, how many people are even being jolly? How many people are destroying Nigeria? He said they are not up to 2,000. Is it a lie? Are they up to 2,000? They're not. Majorly. I didn't say in our own how somebody there is breaking the traffic rule. I'm talking of those that are destroying the country majorly. They are not up to 2,000.
I don't even think they're up to 1,000.
And they are ruling the affairs of more than 200 million people. Chimeze, the structuring will help us. If we can do it. You know, sometimes if you are ready to do something right, you know, you said some other nations, they had their dark days. Brother, Chimeze, wake up. You can't compare Americans' dark days to that of Nigeria. Do you know what is happening in Nigeria? Well, just go out there. You will see. You will see a beat, a tip there. People are dying on daily basis.
You know, you said something comparing Nigerian dark days with that of America. You can actually compare them, but it's their government. Once that event or that bad event happens, they quickly look for a way to solve it and then make their citizens comfortable. But if it happens in Nigeria, they will just leave it there and be going. They don't even care. Virtually, in fact, the government, they don't even care. Most of the government officials, those in government, they don't even care. They will leave it like that. Like now, you mentioned something about fuel scarcity and the rest that happened. If it's in Nigeria, they will even hoard the fuel, make sure so that, because that's where they will get the money. They will really make sure that it doesn't sell, and that the fuel is scarce. And meanwhile, there is fuel. You'll be seeing tankers at night going to, and you'll be wondering why there is no fuel. Meanwhile, there is fuel.
I think I should update Chimeze to know the country. See, I'm not talking of social media now. I'm talking of my experience, personal experience. Yesterday, I was in Ekiti State. Yes, I was coming from Ekiti State. I got to where they call Aramoko. If you're familiar with Ekiti, you will definitely know Aramoko. It's not too far from Ado Ekiti, the state capital. So we got to a junction, a roundabout. Let me say a roundabout in the major market, like all these rural markets, how they appear. They were blocking the major ways, the highway. Then I was like, what happened now? Well, even if you want to have even a slight blockage, it won't be where it is. Like it won't be a major way like interstates. I don't know whether it's not just a compound way where you just have maybe beside your house or whatever. A road that links to another state. You can imagine. Now they said they are taking the call of somebody. Do you understand? Like there will be an entourage of a call that they want to go and bury. Does that make like I was like, in this country, why are we this? That's my experience yesterday. As I was coming today, my brother, do you know? Don't even go there. Akure to Ondo State, they want to fix the road. That one will take more than 5 years. The government says 5 years, but I'm very sure it will take more than 5 years. Even after that, government might have. No? That's the country we live. Do you know what happened there? That Constain Road, CMS to Constain. Do you have the experience? No. Do you?
Yes.
So whether you like it or whether forget about the politicians. They don't care for the people. See, when Buhari came, you know what happened at Ebute Meta side? No traffic jam, nothing. Everything went smooth. Why can't we maintain that for the people? Chimizi.
Okay.
Wake up, oh. I don't know whether you are sleeping or.
Talking about maintenance, let me come to Bera. We keep on talking about 61. None of us here were born in the last 61 years. But hopefully, because in the next 60 years, we will be alive to witness whatever is going on.
Amen.
Now, looking at it, let's forget the past. Let's move away from we can't forget the past, but let's move away a bit from the past. Now, looking at the future, Ezekiel said something, and when you talk about modern age, like we mentioned the UK, the fuel scarcity and the rest of them, the government there, they have brought in the army to rescue the situation of that of that place. Now, looking at it now, in the next few years, what are your expectations? I was speaking with someone last week. He said that his pain and fear is that there is no foundation in place to make Nigeria a better place. Then, as a youth, what is your own expectation?
What that person actually said is the truth. Because I was even about to say, how will I be expecting something from a country when there's no a slight bit of change? It's only when you start seeing changes, even the smallest bit, that you can say, okay, I can now maybe fully hope. But with the way Nigeria is now, and if things keep getting out of hand, I'm not expecting anything rather than what is happening now. But the only fear I have is let Nigeria, I pray that Nigeria don't get to a state where the only thing that can actually solve the country's issues or problem is war. That's I think that's the fear I have now, because with the way things are going, the people are angry. There's anger and there's hunger in the land, and if things continue to get out of hand, it might lead to a big disaster, a very big disaster that can get out of hand if things are not controlled.
Okay.
I can't expect. I can only hope for a better change, a better tomorrow, a bright future.
We all hope for a bright future, but looking at let me come to Ezekiel. Looking at today's youth, about a bright future for Nigeria, it seems the future is not even bright.
No, can you even see the future, sir? Whether it is bright or-
I'm seeing the future.
Okay.
I'm seeing it, but for me, it seems that because if you look at social media, we have a lot of number of youths living this nation daily.
As in,
Chimeze, you mentioned future. Fine. We could see the future. You asked Bera, our hopes. Fine. That's a good one. She said she hopes things get better. Well, me, I expect the worst. Yes, because during Jonathan regime, Jonathan was so, I don't want to say was so calm, but we could perceive that it was like the end of the world when there was a hike on the fuel price. Then I think it was to 65 naira to what?
65 naira. No, it was to 65 naira.
To 60. Was it to 65 naira or to 65 naira to 100 naira? That they had to reverse
It was
it.
50 to 65 first.
You can imagine. People were like, this was the end of the world. Do you know how much we'd buy that for now? My brother, expect the world so that your hope will not be dashed. That's the truth. Because now, sooner or later, the fuel price will increase again. Chimeze, they've signed it already. Don't forget that September 1 bill. They've signed it already. It will take effect someday or soonest. Now, if that one takes effect, minimum wage will not change. Don't forget. Now you will know
States are struggling to pay the current 30,000.
I think Kogi was preparing to pay. He just said it last week. That's about the future. It is in the same country that I will have the opportunity to leave my father's house. You know, my hood, where I was born, where I got nurtured, where they've invested everything to make me who I am. That we even go to a church for Thanksgiving. I say, God, thank you. I'm leaving my father's land. Chimeze, how about that? Forget about the future. When we care for the present, I think it is then we can look at the future. When the present is faulty, don't even pray for that future, especially in this country. Pray for your future somewhere else. Because before 2023, you will hear it. I'm not threatening you. I think I should tell you the truth. Take it or leave it. You know how much they buy a Congo of Gari now? You don't know what is happening to rice. And what are the solutions put in place to solve all this wahala?
Bread is 500.
I think for those that eat bread. What are the things in place to solve these problems? Chimeze, answer me now. Maybe you are a politician too.
We are taking loans, like the government. They said they are taking loans to.
No. I want to ask Chimeze. Chimeze, you are taking loans to do what?
That has been the argument. The government.
No, you just said that we are taking loans.
No, the government said that they are taking loans.
No, you said we. That's why I said you are a politician.
No, when I say we, you are inclusive.
And you know how much you will pay now to refund the money?
So
161,000
this has been the argument. You know, the former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, he said that the government is borrowing for consumption, and that has caused the increase in inflation.
Amechi said it. Though Nigerians don't know, we have been borrowing even to pay salaries. Chimeze, can you see your future?
I'm seeing the future. It's bright.
Now you put touch there.
Okay, but I wanted to say something.
You said something about
The loans.
the loans, yes. And I think that's even actually part of our issue, because we have lawyers and we have judiciary officials that are there to make sure things go right, there to prove the law, explain the law, and all the others. And we keep borrowing loans every day, or maybe in months. The government keeps borrowing loans, and the judiciary or the lawyers or the lawmakers, they don't ask the government what are these loans used for. They don't investigate on what they are used for and where the money would be used. They just, any document they bring to them, they just sign, carry go.
I think Wike said it not quite long. It's part of those things he said.
And
Rubber stamp.
It's actually part of the things. It's because when the money comes, I don't even think any Nigerian sees it. Any Nigerian actually sees it. The thing will just go fium. It has gone. They will borrow another one. And all these loans they are borrowing, when do they want to pay it back? Nigeria is our soil is very good. Natural resources, we are blessed in it. Like I said before, we have the brains. But there are people that just keep, will I call it sitting on people's blessings? What will I even call it? They just want to stay there. They want to be in charge. But they don't know that I don't know. I was saying, I don't know who I was telling. And I was like, I've never seen a country or anyone behave like the way Nigerian government behave, where you stop the flow of something or the flow of, let me use the flow of money, not knowing that you're actually even stopping your own progress. Because it's only when you allow the money to flow, you too can progress.
Sure.
You can't stand and block. It's like blocking a gutter, and your house is in front of the gutter, and you expect water to flow. It will keep packing there till you are ready to to remove what you used to block the gutter. I think that's how Nigerian government actually behave. They pack all the money, they take it out of the country, improve, and then grow the economy or financial status of those countries they've gone there to invest in, and then their country keeps dying every time. And now we are about to celebrate 61 years anniversary. 61 years of what? Of poverty, of insecurity, of brutality, of corruption, of what? Because when you are even celebrating 60, you should that's you're going to the retirement age. You have achieved almost, not even basically, but almost everything you want to achieve in life. You have learned from life. You have grown. I think this is the age where you get to you sit back and then you look at all your achievement and you be like, I'm proud of myself, of what I've become, of things I've achieved and what I'm doing and what I'm still yet to do. But Nigeria, what do we have to offer now?
Okay, I would like to say that is an agitation or what, but I will leave us with that. Let's mentor on that. Let's think about that. We'll go on this short break again. When we come back, we'll look at the way forward, because it seems that the past leaders, they have failed, but we'll look at the way forward when we come back. It's still State of the National Political Program on Lagoon Radio. Keep listening to us. We'll be right back after this break.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
I cast down and build a land in faith to defend what is ours. Here we are as a people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Yes, another part of that song just said, we are different tongues, different tribes, but we are united in our cause. A lot of people have said that this forced marriage, because I did a research on this topic. A lot of people say that this forced marriage, and if you look at Nigeria, I was discussing with some groups of people last week. In a state, you might have about 3 or more tribes speaking different languages. For example, like Bini. I was speaking with a friend last week. He told me that he sat in a local government that they had 3 languages in the same local government. That what he learned at this place, that he was going to the other place and was saying it, and it was a course on that part, Edo State. So he mentioned names, though I can't remember the names of the local governments. So now Nigeria will have over 700 tribes, but we have the 3 major: Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. But within them, there are divisions.
Chimeze, let me start from where you started. You mentioned Timi Zakolo's song, right?
Yes.
What did you mention? What did you say there?
We have different tongues, different tribes, but we are united
No,
in our cause.
You are forgetting that he released this song in the year 2011.
But the song is still relevant.
Of course, to you. Yes, the song is relevant to you. Especially, I think that's idiosyncratic. It's personal to you. Forget about it. It was in the year 2011 he released the song. And I don't think the country was this divided. Take it or leave it. It is when we want to fool ourselves that we will say the country is united. Go to Ondo State. I love making it situational. Not just by just surfing the internet. This is my experience. This is what I've seen. Go to Ondo State. Oh no, go to Ekiti State. Don't even mention Ondo. Ondo State seems too far. Go to Ekiti State. You will see trucks everywhere now. Till this morning. Blocking roads, blocking highways. And nobody, Chimeze, I repeat, nobody dares complain. It is in our settlement, the den settlement, that in the front of my shop, you dare not park your car. Or should I say, you dare not park your car for too long. You definitely tell me that I'm affecting your business for that day. It is thoroughly happening there now. Nobody dares complain. The military are there. Safeguarding the lives of those people, blocking the ways in Ekiti State. I even mentioned again, Ekiti State. Is that this morning? I had the experiences and I know definitely those trucks will not disappear. It will even if they will vamoose, it will definitely take time. What are we saying? You're talking of unity. Hey, Chimeze, at your own risk.
Okay, let me ask Bera, maybe, are we not united in this country?
From the news you've been reading, are we united?
No.
No, are we united?
Maybe you should ask Chimeze too.
We are not united, but that song, it's actually, to me, I think it's actually still relevant, because I think the part of the division we're having now is